More than just a migration software, Refresh Messaging is a best-in-class services platform of deployment equipped with all functionalities to perform a seamless and efficient messaging transformation. This automated solution is based on 3 fundamental pillars ensuring a successful messaging deployment: the end user, the industrialization process, and at last his workstation. The end user, for whom the communication and interactions through the tracking sheet must be regular, to support him in the change management phase, and to assist him in the eventual transformation of its personal data. In many cases, the impacts on the workstation must be taken into account. Therefore, Refresh Messaging can check the prerequisites of the Windows devices, install additional components related to the messaging services, and this in order to execute the allotment based on the eligibility of device user to migrate. All processings are based on a deployment process, supervised via a web console, enabling real-time visualization of each step for each item. Advanced functions of allotment management are also provided through the capacity planning. All this in the service of standard and technical functions of migration, such as the activation of mailboxes, the management of the coexisting routing. The data migration, enhanced with flexible and smart features, is fully optimized. Finally, a rich reporting system managed through subscription provides necessary information for an accurate management of the scope of action or responsibility. To introduce Refresh Messaging, nothing is more effective than an example of a comprehensive process, an operation, when migrating from Lotus Notes to Exchange Online. Once integrated in the client ecosystem, the services platform enables deployers to order a migration of a user's population associated to an operation. Each migration is independent from the others. One of the key values of the solution is its capability to handle several messaging sources and targets by providing as many operations as necessary, and this through one implementation of the product. After having ordered the migration, the mailbox's compliance is automatically checked. The missing components and exclusions are reported to the deployer for correction. The end user receives the first warning communication about the process start and the instructions to follow for a smooth migration. Depending on the client choice, a population of users will be able to select their migration date via the tracking sheet. This option is executable under the control of the capacity planning function, which enables the deployer to manage daily the quotas by type of operation and organization. As part of a migration involving the desktop processing, Refresh Messaging, through its integrated inventory function, analyzes the desktop prerequisites. Through the web-based supervision console, the deployer can easily visualize in real time the status of each workstation. The integrated functions of remote installation offer the capability to provide all the components for the use of Exchange Online to end users. When choosing the option where replicating the domino source messaging is executed, Refresh Messaging can manage the release of the final replication at the right time. Throughout the process, the user receives emails and pop-ups to support him in the new messaging solution adoption, but also to inform him about the specific instructions to be respected for each migration phase. These dynamic interactions participate greatly at the success of the migration. At the scheduled time, the technical phase of data migration starts automatically, server-wise, synchronized with the routing rocker. Among the native functions of Refresh Messaging, a cutting up of source elements to be migrated as a cutting up in the target, active mailbox, or archive mailbox can be performed. If needed, the finalization actions on the desktop are executed, such as the creation of Outlook profile, enabling the cache descent during the night of migration. This service avoids making too many demands on the network if all users had to descent the cache at their arrival on the next morning during a specific time slot. Refresh Messaging particularly ensures the comfort of the end user by providing him a fully operational service when arriving the next day. In the interest of transparency and the project success, a satisfaction survey can be automatically sent to users to collect their impressions on their mailbox migration process. Refresh Messaging generates a comprehensive reporting of the whole migration, which allows the deployer to track the operations, processing, and events of the full process. Furthermore, a subscription system to the reporting, based on rights, enables each participant to get all information that may interest him under the control of the administrator of the overall project.